Hey guys, it's Dan, your host, your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video. This one's going to be doing a celebration video. This one's going to be doing a very long-awaited video. You guys wanted me to do this one for about a good week or so here, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it. Guys, it has officially been 1 year, Walking Dead fans. It has been 1 year since one of the worst shows in the history of television has finished airing, which that is Fear the Walking Dead.
A big old piece of trash. Boy, oh boy.
That's right. Literally a year ago as of yesterday, Fear the Walking Dead wrapped up on AMC. And I just wanted to come on here and give my very positive and happy thoughts that this show is done.
Well, so you're happy. I'm so goddamn happy I can shit! Yeah!
So, this show is so funny to me, man. Honestly, Walking Dead fans, you know, I always hear people say, and I can't even deny I'm a victim of this too. People say, man, you know, we don't have more than just 2 spinoffs right now on The Walking Dead. We only have Daryl and Dead City. And it's like, honestly, I must admit, sometimes I wonder why we even ask for more, because they could be giving us something like this, you know. This show was an absolute nightmare. I don't miss it whatsoever. This was a horrible series. And, you know, it wasn't all bad. Like, when I say horrible series, yes, the 3rd season was good. Yes, you know, I did enjoy parts of the 6th season as well, too. But overall, where the show went in the end, it really went in a horrible direction. It did not turn out anything of what it should have been. I mean, if anybody ever heard the original draft and the original kind of, you know, idea for Fear the Walking Dead back in the day when it was going to be ran by Dave Erickson all the way through, this would have been a 7-season series while you gradually watch the character of Madison turn evil over time and then, you know, kind of see the evolution of her character. Which I think would have been such an amazing thing had they have gone through with it, of course. But at the end of the 3rd season, Dave Erickson left the show, and then after that, it just turned into the nightmare that we know it to be now. I mean, they tried everything, and when I say everything, I mean everything. They tried to bring Morgan over to save it. Didn't work. They tried to bring Dwight over to save it. They tried bringing Daniel back to save it. It didn't work. They tried to make the season all about, you know, the end is the beginning and stuff. That actually kind of worked. That storyline was good. But then they frigged it up again. You know, season 7, terrible season. Season 8, terrible season. They tried resurrecting Troy. They resurrected Madison. They did all these things, and it just fell apart. You know what I mean? And you know what's odd about this show is that somehow at the end of the show, somehow in the final 6 episodes of that 8th season, they actually had echoes of what the show was with Madison and Troy and all this stuff. They did, but it was a shell of its former self. It didn't feel anything like what it was. The writing was terrible. Troy was an idiot when he came back, which he wasn't originally. Madison was horrible. I mean, seriously, relying on her darn breathing thing every 2 seconds, you know? Yeah, that's bull crap. It was a terrible conclusion, and that terrible conclusion aired a year ago. A year ago, we saw the re-death of Troy.
That's just said Troy. I don't.
What the fuck is that? Now you done fucked it all up. It must have been looked like 2 monkeys fucking a football.
We saw, of course, the conclusion of Madison, the death of Madison for the 15th time, and then she survived the very half-assed reunion with Alicia, and, you know, a lot of moments that just stand out to me as like, oh my god, like, honestly, I don't know what kind of a mess it was, but it was terrible. So, yeah, Fear the Walking Dead, guys, like, you know, we probably won't revisit this every year, but for the year anniversary, I had to say some words, because this show was just so bad.
We're building Padre for Alicia, for Nick, for Frank, and Klaus.
It was so horrible. It had so many things that went wrong. It could have been. And I think, you know, Fear the Walking Dead, when people describe this show to me, the part that I find so funny is that this is a show that I think, out of a realm of missed opportunities, might be the most missed opportunity series I've actually watched in my life. I can't lie. It is the most missed opportunity TV series I've ever watched. And it's funny to me because, again, that, you know, that statement is being said to, you know, the first 3 seasons, which I thought were really good. What they were setting up for, though I don't agree with a lot of the fans that say, oh, the first 3 seasons are perfect. No, I don't think they're perfect, but they were heading in a direction. You know what I mean? They were definitely heading in a direction, and, you know, they were getting really close to succeeding, I would say. Season 3 was the first moment that I saw the quality of this show really shine, you know? But then they went downhill. They didn't do a good job. They just kept going. They keep messing it up. And, you know, here we are today, a year later after the series had a really rough conclusion. And, you know, here we are now, looking at the franchise in a very, very interesting, you know, light. I mean, you know, we've already done and you know, finished The Ones Who Live. Daryl Dixon Season 2 is over. We're waiting on Dead City Season 2. Fear is long gone now. So it's absolutely insane. You know, time really flies by because here we are already, waiting for Dead City Season 2, and Fear is a year old, when it, you know, with its conclusions. So it's just insane to me how fast time flies, and I definitely wanted to do a video on that because it's so jarring, it's so insane to me that, you know, that's managed to happen. But like I've said many times before, I completely understand what the hell is going on. You know, I completely understand why they don't want to do a spinoff like this ever again. Because, you know, I mean, this show was doing bad for this franchise. Fear the Walking Dead is the reason, and this is the embarrassing thing, you know. You hear about stuff like Game of Thrones, or, you know, Yellowstone has a lot of spinoffs, or, you know, some of these, you know, these shows, and they're so well-respected shows that when they do spin-off shows, people check them out because they like the original so much, you know what I mean? Breaking Bad, you know, with Better Call Saul, like, there's so many of those examples, but people don't respect The Walking Dead when it comes to that type of thing because of spin-offs like this that ruined its reputation for spin-off shows, you know what I mean? And unless you're the modern era with Dead City and Daryl Dixon and, you know, The Ones Who Live, people do not trust the Walking Dead universe when it comes to spinoffs because they've screwed us over so many times. And unfortunately, this show was the first one of the bunch. You know, you can't sit there and tell me that this show is perfect. I mean, you can. I'm sorry. If you have that opinion, okay, sure, plead your case down below, but I'm sorry. You cannot tell me that this show is perfect. This show was really, really rough at a lot of areas, resurrecting characters, bringing characters back from the dead, you know, radiation rules, having no logic whatsoever. This show, I mean, honestly, it is an absolute cartoon. It is, and not a good one either. You know what I mean? It's not a good cartoon either. But yeah, I'm here to just say sayonara if you're The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead community does not miss you, and hopefully we never see anything about this again, right? I hope so. I hope we don't get anything else related to Fear the Walking Dead. You know, I really do. I hope this is it. I hope Fear never comes back, and the only thing that we ever get from this is, you know, a 1-year anniversary to say, you know, an extra frig you. You know, that's all I care about Fear the Walking Dead, is flipping off the show and saying that I'm glad the franchise has no more of it, and I'm glad that the franchise is not in that type of quality anymore. You know what I mean? It's not to say the franchise doesn't need work. The franchise definitely is in some desperate need right now, I would argue, but at least we don't have stuff like this that kind of ran it into the mud to begin with. So, thank y'all for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How does it feel for Fear the Walking Dead for it to be over? Do you miss it? Do you actually miss it? I certainly don't, but I'm very glad to say that it has been a year that it's over, and, you know, I don't know if I'll make a video about this on the 2-year anniversary, but I definitely at least wanted to make one on the 1-year anniversary for sure. November 19th, although we're the 20th today. Apologies, a little bit late. But there you go, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos for Fear the Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead Review, subscribe, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys very soon for more videos for the Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.